Kim Jong-un is North Korea's supreme leader, and he has been since the passing of his father, Kim Jong-il, in 2011. The Kim dynasty has ruled North Korea since 1948, when Kim Jong-un's grandfather, Kim Il-sung, took over the country after the end of Japanese rule. Kim Il-sung was the supreme leader of North Korea when the country invaded South Korea on June 25, 1950. The ensuing war ended in a stalemate, and the countries remain separated to this day. The Kim dynasty has worked endlessly to implement the country's official ideology, known as Juche, as a means of controlling the country and population. The primary ideas of Juche are that North Korea needs to be politically independent, completely economically self-sustaining, and to have a completely self-reliant military. These ideas isolate North Korea from the rest of the world, and they keep the citizens under strict government control. Kim Jong-un was the heir to the throne in North Korea due to the dominance of the Kim family. This dominance truly began in 1967, when Kim Jong-un's father instituted the 10 principles for the establishment of a monolithic ideological system. This set of principles and clauses outlines the reasons why the North Korean people are to give their lives to the Kim dynasty, and why they should essentially worship the country's supreme leader. These 10 principles have been compared to the 10 commandments of God given to Moses in the Bible, due to the almost religious nature of the ideas presented. This dictatorship has obviously benefited Kim Jong-un, giving him absolute power over the people and country of North Korea. Upon his ascension to the throne, Kim Jong-un was hailed as a great successor to the revolutionary cause of Juche, and an outstanding leader of the party, the army, and the people. One of the most important pieces of propaganda that has benefited Kim Jong-un is when the North Korean Central News Agency referred to Kim Jong-un as a great person born of heaven, which was a term only ever assigned to his father and grandfather. This immense propaganda campaign showed that Kim Jong-un was truly the next supreme leader, and that he was the one in charge. Kim Jong-un also holds the title of Wanzu, which is translated as Marshal. This is the highest active rank in the North Korean military. The government of North Korea officially says that Kim Jong-un controls the entire military, but evidence of his power is slim, and most critics of the supreme leader say that he doesn't have as much power as it might seem. Another example of misleading reports given by the government of North Korea were the results of the 2014 Supreme People's Assembly election, where Kim Jong-un supposedly won with 100% of the votes from his home district of Mount Pigdu. This report is comical at best, as it is very well known that North Korea's elections aren't at all fair. It is more likely that none of the votes were even really counted, and they just gave Kim Jong-un the seat because that was the desire of the supreme leader. The supreme leader of North Korea has taken on a leadership style similar to that of his grandfather, who was a warmer, more welcoming leader than Kim Jong-il. This change in leadership style was not implemented by accident, of course. Kim Jong-un uses his resemblance to his grandfather to harness the nostalgia that the North Korean people have for Kim Il-sung. Whether or not Kim Jong-un is more accessible than his father is certainly up for debate, as both leaders have been criticized for violating basic human rights on various occasions. Ironically, Kim Jong-un has a taste for American sports, and is a well-known fan of the Chicago Bulls and Los Angeles Lakers. Kim Jong-un was apparently a huge fan of Michael Jordan, with this fandom of American basketball leading to a few awkward meetings with the legendary NBA power forward Dennis Rodman. Rodman played with Jordan on some of the Bulls' iconic championship teams, and has acted as a sort of diplomat between the two countries. This admiration for American culture has also sort of spilled over into the supreme leader's materialistic lifestyle. Kim Jong-un is known for spending millions and millions of dollars on getting the things he likes, no matter the cost. The immense amount of money that the supreme leader spends shows the shocking disparity between Kim and his citizens. Most North Koreans only get around $1,600 per year, which is less than Kim Jong-un spends on alcohol in a month. While we're on the subject of alcohol, we should talk about the Supreme Leader's drinking habits and what he spends on it. Kim Jong-un is not a fan of the local alcohol produced in North Korea. Kim prefers American liquor, and not the cheap kind. Kim often buys American spirits, and seems to share his drinking habit with his good friend Dennis Rodman, whose favorite alcoholic drink is vodka. Chairman Kim has more bad habits than just alcohol consumption, though. The Supreme Leader of North Korea is a smoker as well, and he doesn't smoke the cheap packs. Kim Jong-un is a fan of the French Yves Saint Laurent cigarettes, which can cost around $60 per pack. All of these expensive habits aren't very good for your health, but Chairman Kim has a solution for that. He employs 130 scientists and doctors that are dedicated to preserving the Supreme Leader's health and well-being, and they are constantly on the search for ways to increase Kim's lifespan. Kim Jong-un takes after his grandfather in more than just appearance. The Supreme Leader brought back his grandfather's infamous Pleasure Squad in 2015, and while he doesn't pay the women that make up the squad, as they are slaves, he spends countless dollars to keep them well-dressed in high-end lingerie and corsets. And the marshal has to pay a pretty penny to clothe these women, as there are reportedly 2,000 members in this Pleasure Squad. Even though Kim partakes in these unsavory acts with the 2,000-woman-strong Pleasure Squad, he is married. He spends a lot of dough to outfit his wife with the finest of luxury clothes and apparel. Kim's wife, Ri Sol-ju, has been spotted on several occasions sporting a very expensive Christian Dior handbag that cost the chairman at least $1,500, which is close to the annual income of the average North Korean citizen. The Supreme Leader is also a huge fan of what may be the most famous luxury car manufacturer, Mercedes-Benz. The dictator is said to own a massive collection of over 100 luxury cars, and Mercedes seems to be the focal point of this collection. Kim Jong-un needs his protection, so one of his Mercedes, a Maybach Pullman Guard armored limousine, is said to have cost around $1 million. This car carries that immense price tag due to the bullet and explosive-proof armor that the car is made from. Of course, no corrupt dictator would be complete without a private plane. Dubbed Air Force Un, Kim's plane is an ancient relic compared to Air Force One, but it can still fly. This plane was a Cold War-era Ilyushin 62, and it's complete with a communist paint job and Kim's official title, Chairman of the State Affairs Commission, slapped on the side. Kim Jong-un's obsession with sports doesn't end with basketball. North Korea's Supreme Leader is obsessed with golf as well. In fact, Jong-un's father was known to be a fantastic golfer, and if you can believe it to be true, he once shot a 38 under par 34. This amazing score had Jong-il scoring 11 holes in one out of 18, which has to be one of the best golf games ever recorded. Kim Jong-un is a fan of sea travel as well, and enjoys relaxing on his yacht. This 400-foot boat is fit for a king, and it's valued at a whopping $8 million. The super yacht was referred to by Kim's friend Dennis Rodman as a cross between a ferry and a Disney boat, whatever that means. Kim Jong-un takes this yacht to his private island, which has been described as North Korea's Ibiza. This island is complete with a palace for Kim Jong-un to relax at when he needs some time away. Kim owns another palace in Pyongyang, which is his primary residence. This palace, known as the Ryongsong Residence, was constructed in 1983 and is filled to the brim with many luxurious amenities for the Supreme Leader to enjoy. There are banquet halls, a swimming pool with a giant water slide, a spa, a sauna, a shooting range, and even a horse racing track. Kim Jong-un is most likely never bored here, as he can partake in all of his favorite activities without ever leaving his place of residence. People that have seen the interior of the Ryongsong residence have reported the presence of illustrious plush carpeting, as well as massive chandeliers that hang from the ceiling. Kim Jong-un lives as a king, because he practically is one. The Supreme Leader of North Korea has the freedom to do whatever he pleases, while the people that he rules over suffer. The dictator of North Korea gets to fulfill his inner child and spend what seems like endless amounts of money on whatever he pleases. He is filthy rich, and Forbes ranked him as the 36th most powerful person in the world. So, if you were in the dictator's shoes, would you spend this absurd amount of money the same way he does? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We would really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.